For 523, we're going to be solving for the following probabilities. We're going to be solving them in fraction form, decimal form, and then percent. The first one is the probability of finding a black card from a standard deck of cards. So you can go ahead and look at the chart and count all the black cards. When you count them, you're going to see that there are 26 and the total is 52 cards. This can be simplified by dividing by a giant 1, which would be 26 over 26, which would give you 1/2. 1/2 is a fraction we use regularly, so we have that one memorized. Half is a decimal, is 5/10. It's 50 cents in a dollar. As a percent, it's 50%. Next, for clubs, you can count on the chart, and there are 12 clubs out of 52 cards total. Oh, I'm sorry, 13 out of 52. And this can be simplified by dividing by 13/13. Which is giant 1, and this will give me 1/4 in simplest form. 1/4 is also a very familiar fraction. A quarter of a dollar is 25 cents. So I'm going to record that as a decimal. No math necessary. Well, no non-mental math. And then I move the decimal place over 2 spots to the right, which would give me 25% for my percent. The last one for letter C is the probability of getting a face card after 100 trials. So we know that there are 3 face cards per suit, and there are 4 suits, and there are 52 cards total in a deck of cards. So this would be 12 over 52. I can simplify this by dividing by 4/4. So 12 over 52 divided by 4/4 gives me 3 over 13. 3 over 13 is not a fraction that I use all the time, so I'm going to need to divide it out by hand. So I'm going to write in 3 divided by 13 to solve for the decimal, and 13 divides 30 twice. 13 divides 40 3 times. I have a remainder of 1. I'm going to need to see if this becomes 23 hundredths or 24 hundredths, because I'm going to round to the nearest hundredths. And 13 does not divide into 10, so it's 0. This is going to be about 23 hundredths for my final answer. I'm putting the squiggly sign to show that it's about. It's not exactly. And then I need to change this into a percent, which would be 23%. I got that just by moving the decimal place over 2 spots. And the original question asked me if I drew a card and replaced it each time, and I did this 100 times, about how many face cards would I expect? My percent was 23%, which is the same as 23 over 100, because percent means per 100. 100% is always the total amount. So I can see that my answer is going to be about 23 times.